Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stacy. Today I'm going to go over the book The Scammer. I really love that book, but I will give it a chance and see. Kindle, I downloaded originality 5 out of 5. My overall book is Stacy. I am excited to share with you the newest book that I read. Alabama and the audio and the town that was mispronounced. Yep. This book, The Scammer. The Scammer is by Tiffany D.Jackson, and let's just say it had a group of kids that went to school. And I'm going to say girls, guys, you know how it is when you go to school all for the first time. They go to this HBCU. And this book, it came out, let me see, when did it come out? The copyright for this book came out 2025, The Scammer. This book came out 2025. She also wrote that book, Monday Is Not Coming, which I read that book, wasn't my favorite. And then she had Allegedly, which I plan to read next because I saw that in my library. But Tiffany D.Jackson, The Scammer, I read this February the 19th. And I finished February 20th. So what, a day or two? This was 368 pages. I read it for fun. This was a fiction young adult book. I would say young adult as in college age young adult. Not middle grade, but college. This is a library book. It's due back March 9th. So I wanted to read it. I also got another book from the library. Let me see. And it's due back March 9th. But I don't think I'm going to read it because it's not due yet. But this is a poetry book. And it is on my young A books that everyone should read. And it's not that it's a long book. It's a lot of poetry in this book. And I just know myself and I am not a poetry. I just don't like, I don't know. I just never liked poetry. So I'm trying to get myself out of what I like and what I don't like. And Poet X, it is a book that is highly recommended, and I just can't pull myself to even crack open that book for some reason. And it's the poetry. It's just like, I don't know. I'm gonna try it out and just give it like 100 pages or so, and then I'll see how it goes from there. But I'm thinking about just returning it when I return this one. But I read the hardcover of this book because y'all know I'm on a buying ban, but not really. I'm not buying full price books. I'm buying books that are at outlet for like $5 and then like cheapy books. So this was just one of the ones that I saw floating around the internet, and that's why I read it. So it wasn't recommended to me by anybody. I was just like, okay, let me just go ahead and read something quick and just see what everyone else is the hype on it. Because I'm not on BookTok at all, but I've been seeing this floating around on Booktube. Would I read this book again? No. Would I recommend this book? Yes, to college age and up. Characters that resonated with me. Each character in this book had a character flaw. The girls, they had to make some tough decisions, and they also had history from where they came from, which when you go to college, you meet a mixed bag of nuts when it comes to girls and friends and lifestyles, and you live with these people for the first time, and it could be traumatic. Like, you don't even know them. You're just like living in with a stranger, and you're like, okay, well, now we're here. So you want to leave the past in the past, but you want to meet and create the new person you want to be in college. And that goes as far as like your parents not waking you up. They're not helping you do your hair. They're not dressing you. They basically send you off and you're on your own and you got to figure it out. Well, that's how my experience was in college with me and my friends and my college roommates, and going to the cafeteria. They went to the union. They went and did their college thing. This was a HBCU college that she went to. Fraser, I think that was the name of the college. And one kid was from Atlanta. One was from Baltimore. One from Ohio. You have like the random white kid at the HBCU. She hit all the nails on the head with these characters, placements, and the sister and the brother. And they just come out the blue, and now it's like, okay, you just believe people for who they are because of what they tell you. You don't know them at all. So definitely the college experience if you want to experience that in this one. Now, The Scammer, definitely this title set with this book very well. it was giving cult-like vibes. Like, you know, in the documentary, they have the swindler and you have like the people in Texas drinking the Kool-Aid and all these different things. That's what this book was. I love the pink. I know I love pink, hence the fur. And I'm like, I'm going to put on my long fur for the scammer. Which is crazy. This book was crazy. It's a crazy little book. It was fast. Very easy to read. Her writing style was easy. I gave it a 5 out of 5 with the writing style, a 5 out of 5 with readability, relatability. I gave it like a 5 out of 5. Personal impact, 4 out of 5. Originality, 5 out of 5. And the plot, 4 out of 5. Overall, I gave this book a 4 out of 5. What I liked was the character flaws in each one of these characters. Like, everybody had their own issue, like I said. It was still good. Like, what wasn't my cup of tea was the random switch up. And I'm just like, wait, this girl was falling for this and giving money and taking credit cards out and doing all of this, and the third, and just switched up out of nowhere. And I'm just like, okay, that was quick, like a snap. But that's her writing style. It was addicting to read this book. I wanted to read it every night. The spice level was a 1 out of 5, which is good because I don't expect a lot of spice in a young adult book. But they did have some cursing in this book. They was cussing their little tails off up in this thing. And it was good. Would I recommend this book to a friend? Absolutely. She got this book right. So the character I liked the most was, of course, Jordan. I don't know why, but she just resonated with me the most. And the least character I liked, I'll just leave that in the air because I was just like, oh my God. So this book, did I read the synopsis first? I don't even think I read the synopsis. Let me see. Okay, the back of the book. Dante taps his temple. You're here, but your mind is trapped back wherever you came from. Mental freedom is the only way to truly liberation. You're expected to be perfect, weren't you? Straight A's, your way through college. I love to meet the real Jordan if she's brave enough to come out and join us. He smiles and enters the lobby of our dorm as if he's a student who really lives there, which doesn't bother me. What bothers me is how he seems to see right through my act. So that's Dante seeing through Jordan's act. And then it says, Jordan Monroe is finally free. Out from under her overprotective parents, Jordan is ready to kill it with the pre-law at the pretentious historical black university. So historical black HBC college. HBCU. I'm going to just leave it like that. At the historically black university in Washington, D.C. Again, a book that's in D.C. because that other book, The House of Eve, was in Washington, D.C. too. That was in Washington, D.C. Okay, D.C. I used to live in Northern Virginia. But D.C., I can definitely see this being fitting. Kappa parties and student governments better watch their backs. They were having a lot of protests in this book too. And now it makes sense that they were avoiding the streets with the protests and they went to U Street or whatever the name of the street is. Okay, she's not only the one. When her roommate's brother is released from prison, the last thing Jordan expects is to come home and find an ex-con in their dorm room on the sofa. But Devontae needs a place to stay while he gets back on his feet. How could she say no to one of her new best friends? Girl. Okay. Devontae is older and he is as charming as he is intelligent, pushing every student he meets to make better choices about their young lives. But Jordan senses something sinister beneath his friendly advice. Growing groups of followers. When Jordan's other roommate goes missing, she must enlist the help of the university's lone white student to uncover the mystery and become trapped at the center of the web of lies and tangles than she can imagine. that is The Scammer by Tiffany Jackson. And it is she's a New York best-selling author of Allegedly. So that's going to be my next book that I read by her. And it was at the library. But that's going to be my gift to me after I get through my books. So that is all I have with The Scammer today.